heard of white noise. But let me ask you this. Have you heard of pink noise? No? Well, what about violet noise? No? How about red noise? Well, just like colors of light, just like in rainbows you see 7 different colors, sound can be categorized into different colors. That differentiation is based on the frequency range that is in the sound, but you don't have to worry about all of the technicalities. Right now, what I have in front of me is a patch of white noise. Let me play this for you. If you don't like the sound of white noise and you're familiar with this, or your volume is too high, I would urge you to reduce the volume a little bit now. Here it goes. So that's a bit of white noise. Now, white noise is an equal mix of all sorts of low frequencies and high frequencies. It's kind of like bass plus treble, everything all mixed up, and that's why it's called white, because it's just like in white light. If you mix all colors of light, it would appear to be white. Similarly, in sound, all of the mixes of frequencies will sound as white. Now, let's see, can we make this red in light? Red frequencies are on the far end of the spectrum, which has longer wavelengths. This is a visualizer of this, and looking at this is red, but how do we know this is red sound-wise? Let's play this. You see how bassy that is? It's got all of the longer wavelengths, which means it's got the lower frequencies. Now, let's maybe make it pink. So we talked about initially red, pink, violet, white, right? So let's talk about pink now. How can we make pink? Well, pink is lighter than red, but redder than white, I would say. In which case, it should be somewhere between... Oh, hang on just one second. My battery is running out. Yes. So it should be somewhere between red and white. Let's see. Oh yeah, we found ourselves some pink noise. Yay! Alright, let's play this. Ah, that sounds like white, but not equally sharp. Let me play the white one more time. Yeah, look at that. Pink has much more lower end frequencies and it's much more bassier and heavier. Now, let's go to the other end of the spectrum and see if we can find the allegedly violet sound. This one looks blue, but trust me, it's supposed to be violet. Maybe my screen looks like this. Anyway, let's play this. Oh yeah, that's kind of sharper. It is. Very sharp. Okay, now let's go back to white just for comparison. Look at that. It's kind of like the top of the noise is just trimmed and it sounds like very sharp. Now go back to red. That's red. That's violet. That's white. And that's pink. So that's a crash course on the colors of noise. If you would like to try out this little sliding tool, I will leave the link in the description and you can go ahead and tweak around and see if you can find new different colors of sound. And all of the formulas and stuff you could read up on the GitHub page. But apart from that, my ultimate intention was to give you an idea that sound, or rather noise, is much more interesting than it just looks, and white noise is a whole concoction of various colors of noise. And if you use it correctly in your music, well, your music can have very different feels. Instead of white noise next time, maybe try using a pink noise and put that in the description and see how your fans like it. And until next time, bye-bye.